So what is coaching? Coaching is an influence business. And why do I say the word influence? Because influence means it's a relationship that's built two-way. I am asking powerful questions as a coach to elicit a conversation and deepen an understanding and deepen the sense of intimacy and a knowingness. And the cool thing is it works both ways. Absolutely, it's an influence process. It's not a one way. Unlike therapy, which tends to be a one way. You're telling your therapist your experiences and they respond back with listening. Oftentimes that's that format. So that's why coaching is a little bit different. As I said, it is an influence process. Very, very important. So coaching has evolved quite a bit over the years and has become the highest and most quickest growing business by 8% a year. And why is that? Because people truly believe that they know if they want to excel in their personal and professional life, they have to commit to really the self-work about knowing who you are and the social work about how you relate to others. And that is the key. We must know thyself in order to accelerate and to really take advantage and live fully into our potential. I think most people long for contribution. They know that they want more. And if I ask a group full, if I'm at a corporation or individual coaching, I could ask the group or the individual, what percentage of your life are you truly living? The amount that you were totally given in your life, your potential that was given to you at birth. What percentage are you really living? And I'm going to be honest with you, if you're thinking about that question, what would be that number for you? But I would say most high performers, and I'm a high performance coach, I focus on 6 high performing habits, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But the most people who are doing great in life would say they've only tapped into 40, maybe 60%. Wow, 40 to 60%. Well, for me as a coach, I go, oh, wow, I have that percentage between that 40 to 60 and 100 to work with. For me, that's exciting. Maybe for a therapist, there would be, look at it, well, why? What's in the way of that? Those stories are what gets in the way. Yes, those are important. But more than anything, I'm here to expand the present moment with my clients so that they can grow into this magnificent future. And clients will ask me sometimes, oh, yeah, Katie, do you know how this is going to go? Or you know how this is going to go? And I actually say, no, actually, I don't. And I think that's the mystery of coaching, is we don't always know how things are going to turn out. And it really is truly the mystery. So one of the things that people often ask is what type of coaching situations they're at. Well, it's become a very broad field. And I think that if we're looking for a coach, we need to make sure it's specifically in the area that we're interested in. So I'm a spiritual director coach, so I can also help people with spiritual direction, but I'm also a high performance coach. So I can coach people personally and professionally. We obviously have fitness coaches. We have corporate coaches that work more in corporations. And we also have different coaches for health and wellness. So there is a whole array of different coaching with different certifications. Now, I think that this is very, very important that we look at it because of the evolution of coaching. Coaching is an outcome-based system. So if you're looking at a coach and they're not measuring your progress, that is something that I would definitely look at more closely. We must measure our outcome, just as though we can measure our return on investment on an investment that we do in a business or in a financial investment. We can measure our outcome in our personal development, in our professional development. And I'm going to just go in a little bit about what high performance coaching is and why I've chosen that as a model that I believe is the most effective and provides the highest level of impact and growth in my clients, 10xing by far. And I've looked at a lot of coaching. I've been around the block in the coaching industry to know that this system really is amazing. So Brendon Burchard, who is my mentor coach, has spent millions of dollars on research in regards to what makes people who are high performers. What are those unique qualities? And now when I talk about high performance, it's not just those A-game people that we think they're just charging out there on Wall Street and making millions of dollars and driving the firm. It's not that. High performance is a quality of life with rich relationships, consistent level of fulfillment and happiness. It could be from the PTO to the CFO. It's a broad spectrum of what is a high performer. But what he discovered in his studies was that there were 6 high performance habits, and it wasn't their disc, and it wasn't their astrology, and it wasn't their enneagram. It were these 6 qualities. They were energy. Are they managing their energy and generating their energy? Clarity. Do they have clarity on who they are and what they want? Necessity. Do they know what they are called here to do? Productivity. And that one is, are you being efficient and effective on your day? And are you doing things that matter? This is a really important component of productivity that people often overlook. The 5th one is influence. Most people want to have more influence. They're not always going to say it or admit it, but most people want to experience greater influence. It's like why we're so obsessed with this celebrity culture and influencers even. We all want to have greater impact. And the way we have greater influence is creating better relationships and having greater clarity on who we are and what we are called here to do. The last one is courage. Courage. Why is that a high performance habit? That means I'm going to go out and charge the day? No. Actually, courage is, are you speaking your truth? Are you speaking your needs? Are you getting your needs met? And are you living authentically in who you are and who you came here to be? So those are the 6 high performance habits that I focus on in my coaching structure, and everything is measured. So again, we always have to measure outcome. So in my high performance coaching, the beautiful thing about having this model is that I can use it both in individualist settings, and I also can do it in group settings. And now that means it could be individuals with in a corporate setting with women who are financial investors. I have a group for that earn investment companies. I coach women like that, or coaching in masterminds, or even corporate level, high level CEOs and C-suite managers. Because why? Why is group coaching so important? Because it teaches people about relationship. And again, hitting this point is that when we look at this woke culture of what's important in our culture is really knowing who you are. Yes, indeed, that is very, very important. But we look at that as the self-worth. But the other piece that's equally important and even more pressing as we move into a very changing time is social work. What are the relationships that you're building? How are you reading? How are you serving in your community? And that requires some really fantastic work that we do in our deeper dive into mastery. And mastery is a process, just like the, medicine, it's practice. Attaining mastery is a practice, and we all can do it if we dig in and do the work and are committed. So those are some of the framework in regards to coaching. What is coaching? Again, it's an influence process. It's a relationship-based business relationship in which communication happens with open honesty, some fun, and really a lot of courage and being willing to dig deep and embrace your highest and best self, whether we're talking as individuals or groups. We're here to A-game, and I love the business of coaching. It's a rapidly growing field, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.